Good afternoon, traders. This is AJ, awesomecallstrading.com. Just want to say welcome to all of you that are visiting us today on this webinar. Um, Today, um, this was the pre-market plan that we started with in our great room. Every morning, and I kind of find funny. Everybody now seems to want to be, oh, I have a plan. Oh, no, I have a plan. No, I have a plan. Oh, we do 10, 17 stocks. And if those 17 don't work, then we go to another 15 more. And then you see other rooms. Oh, I wrote down this on my plan. And, you know, 5 years ago when I started the pre-market plan, game plan, this is this is this is what I did every day for the 10 years prior to me before I opened the room. I never opened a trade without understanding what I was going to do with it. And as I got better over time, I got more technical as to why I was going to trade the trade, what I thought the stock would do, and why. And when I opened the room, I just continued what I did every day. And it's just so funny how, you know, every day I see rooms copy so much of what we do. They copy a lot of our Twitter feed. Uh, they copy, I mean, it's just, I think our Twitter feed in our room is just full of knowledge to keep chat rooms open. I really do. I really honestly believe that. We are always doing something. And this is why, again, 9, 10 chat rooms have developed from our room. And I mean, and let's face it, you know, yes, did some of them start too early? Absolutely. But are they still good traders? Yeah, they're not great traders, but they're good traders. All right. A great trader to me is where in my opinion, a great trader to me is where you actually have so much respect from your moderators, people that have been trading for 10, 12 years, 8 years. Um, I think to me, what I look at too is, you know, the skill levels I develop for people that can open up a room. I mean, think about it. A person comes in and in 1 to 2 years, they develop such a skill level from you, from me, teaching them how to understand and read through the market, the stocks, what to look for, to why. I mean, think about that. Think about that. And, when you look around all these other rooms, nobody really comes from them unless they're doing penny stocks and all this other stuff. Then it's a limited source of how to make money because it's a penny stock or it's a $3 stock, up, down, short it 15 times. I mean, it's really not. What we do is totally different. We trade everything. We trade the world. We trade the market. Amazon, Netflix, Apple. I mean, today's list alone. But we trade everything. A dollar stock, 31, 39. And the way I lay out my game plan for everyone is I start with the cheapest stock first. But sometimes I'll put an $80 stock up here if I feel it's worthy of the number one pick. But today it was Atos, and then I started with SGH, GMED, WDYY, CL, ACOM, Apple, Stars, AAP, Netflix, and GoGo. And these were my ideas that I found this morning through my scan service, following PSK, looking at the people that I follow and so forth, and I developed a nice list. And then we execute. Now, it's not just that I just write this down. I have to um, write it down, my thoughts. I start from the bottom up, and then I give you an idea of where the stock should pop, where it should fade to, and why it should go down or why it should go up. And it's so funny. Sometimes I see the trolls out there. They harp on the idea. Well, you know, my pre-market list is done literally about 45 minutes to an hour before the markets open. But I do some last minute revisions and just to make sure, and then I log in around 10 minutes, 5 minutes to 6, and then I start writing. Normally I'm done by 6:20 and my time and Pacific time, which is about 9:20, 10 minutes before the bell, because a lot of things change up to 6:15, and these trolls, they don't understand that. They want me to put the list out 1 hour, uh, you know, 1 hour before the market opens. Well, you can't do that because the pre-market stuff, especially the stuff that I pick and choose, it moves in pre-market. Like SGH, It's a perfect example. I mean, I could have put uh, maybe higher numbers, but it kept coming down, and it had horrible guidance, and so I had to modify uh, about 35 minutes before I started writing the note. I thought, okay, you know what? The stock is going to most likely now, after I see it, probably come down to 22, and then we can bounce it. So it's that last minute. So it tells a person, instead of covering at 24, you still have $2 more to go based on what the market. Now in pre-market, the first thing I'll do is I'll walk in and I'll say SWKS should be a short. SGH looks like it's going to probably go to 22 level. I'll do that before I even write it down, so the room knows what to do in case they want to do it. So, and so I love what I do. I love the research that goes into it. I spend 2 hours before the market opens. And the troll, they get up 5 minutes before the bell and they complain all day, and just they just find excuses, and they don't trade, they don't make money, they just so I never pay attention too much to, yeah, if not at all. But once in a while I get that one person I got to block, and I look, what's your complaint? Well, your great notes, but they need to come out an hour early. Okay, well, you need to stop. All right, they're written down, they're ready to go. But again, the trading doesn't, it's all pre-market. So stuff is still moving. And I pick stuff that is in play for the day, stuff that is gapping up, gapping down. So we have a lot of room. And I'll show you. I'll start with a great trade today. All right. You want to see just exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to all this? Okay. I'm going to start with stars. I want you to look closely at this. All right. Now, stars got hit on guidance. Okay. So this is a perfect example of the leadership in this room. Okay, it got hit on guidance. I mean, just horrific. All right, and it got punished today. Stock closed at 175 last night, and it got hit hard. Now, this was all pre-market here. This is all pre-market. So I had to watch it, and you look at the time frame till 6. I had to watch it to make sure that if it yanked, I needed to give traders an idea where they could buy the stock. This stock was going to pop. Let me explain to you why. Especially you new chat rooms that just opened up in 2 years or less, and the ones that came from our room, because you're still learning the game. Let me try to explain to you so you can sound smart to your subscribers. Okay, you've got a stock that has dropped considerably, $25 a share. All right, you got an upcoming conference call coming up in probably what an at 90 minutes of the opening bell, 1 hour from the opening bell. So you got a lot of things going on the stock. So you can't go in there and heavily short the stock. You have to anticipate shorts will cover. You see how many shorts are up here? So the first thing they're going to want to do is cover their position, especially the retailers that went in here the night before. And there's a lot of them across the United States. All right. And or in Canada, wherever. And they're going to want to cover their positions at the open. And then you got some funds they're going to want to cover. So you're going to get what they call a short squeeze. All right. Now you can trade your 10 cents and your 20-cent stocks. And we have those. I mean, we could play those. I'll show you a couple of them. But if you really want to make some serious money, you got to know what the stock's going to do. Okay. So I looked, I saw an upcoming conference call coming. I felt the CEO was going to pop the stock. I felt shorts were going to cover. So what did I tell the chat room to do? With confidence. Here it is. Stars. Look for a possible short covering at open 5 to 8 points. What it's saying is go long at 152. Then it will top off and sell off, and and it will just fade for the rest of the day, especially after the conference call. If the stock pulls hard to 140, you got to go long and bounce it. But I don't think it will. So look for the covering first at the open, especially with the upcoming conference. So now let's take the call. So if you're 152 long, at that time the stock was sitting at 152. It's the first thing I said when I walked in the room. So if you're at 152, now I want you to count how many 8 points looks like. Are you ready? Because a lot of you can't count. I know. You just don't, it's okay. Anyway, here we go. 152. All right, here we go. Shorts cover squeeze. Boom. There's 2 right out of the gate. Okay, 2 more here, 2 more here, 2 more here when the call started. So how many is that? I don't know. 2, 4, 6, 8. You're done for the day. 100 shares, 15,000 buying power, right? $800. You don't have to trade anymore. But do you know, in trading world, no matter how much I can script a stock, every trader doubts it. And it doesn't matter if you've been trading with me for 3 to 5 years or 10 years. You still question it because a trader tends to think they trade such in fear and anxiety. They think, you know what, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Instead of just getting in 10, 25 shares, 30, 50, they're looking so hard to see if it's wrong. When I'm looking at, if I was like that, I could never do notes. I could never do notes for the last 5 years. I couldn't even have a chat room. I don't trade in fear. I trade with knowledge, the background of the stock, what the shorts are going to do at the open, how the market is. Market was gapping up 100, 120 points. Okay, you're not going to plow this thing down. Okay, and the fact that the stock really stabilized in pre-market, this was important for me to see. If I had started my notes at 540, like the trolls like to write about, then the stock still could have pulled down. And if somebody was long it at 150, they could have lost 8 points or 6 points. I needed to make sure that we had stability so I can make that call. And that's why I wrote it down 35 minutes before the market even opened. It was written down on my notepad at least an hour before the open because that's what I do. I'm up at 4:15 every morning. And sure enough, like clockwork, the CEO did what he was supposed to do. He popped the stock to 160. As soon as the call was over, we got the fade. You see this? So you can make 8 on the up and 5 on the down. That's a 13-point trade if you understand the fundamentals and the basic scenario of why a stock would go up and down, regardless of the dollar amount. Okay, so you're looking at this and you're going, oh, it's too expensive. All right, you want a couple others? I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you Atos and I'm going to give you GoGo. Okay, now I want you to look at these two calls. Again, every morning, some of you subscribe to a short seller room or small cap rooms. There's thousands of you that do. Okay, we do those too, but we're more here in our room. We're just so on point. There's no guessing with us. It's just whatever we put, the stock happens. It's like that. It's clockwork. So Atos was gapping up on phase one crap. So it's a former runner. All right, it'll probably pop at the open towards 2 and then end up fading. They'll do an ATM machine. MMs will probably stiff it up there and keep it up there, and then the stock will fade back to 125, 130, and it's over. It's done. Should it happen today? Yeah, but you know what? MMs are playing the game. They want to keep it up. They want to stuff it up here. They don't want to break that flag. But the bottom line is look for the pop at open till 2, could go to even to 220, be prepared, and then fade it. Go. This was just, I mean, really? You want to see the headline of Go? All right. Remember I said this morning in pre-market, I want to find you a stupid stock? I love finding stupid stocks. All right. So this is what we call a stupid stock. You know why it was up? Because, yeah, here it is. Right here. I'm trying to find it, how they wrote it. Is this how they wrote it? Yeah. Well, this is a little, I'll read what briefing had because it's kind of defines it better. I just read the headline and that's all I needed to see. And basically, I want to read this to you. Are you ready? Announced on December 31st. Okay, go. This is the headline on go. Announced on December 31st. Okay, we're January. All right, modifications to protect against de-icing fluid contamination in an aircraft. Really? You're going to pop the stock on that? Look at the bag holders. What do you think the stock's going to do? Well, first you're going to get the short squeeze, right? So you're going to pop at the open till 4 spot. Any pop at the open is a short. And then you just fade it down. And I've got this thing going down to 310. And here's the call. Stupid, any pop at the open would be a lean into it short to 310 and under. Atos, see? pop at the open to 2 spot, fade it back down to 135. Really? Do you really need all this technical trading aspects in these rooms that are charging you to tell you how to short a stock? I mean, come on. Read the news. Read the news. All right? And you'll see Atos come down to 135, and you'll see GoGo come down to 320, 310. I mean, it's just stupid, stupid, stupid. Read through it. Okay? So I wanted to share those two with you. Atos and GoGo. Okay, I'm going to give you another stock that you're going to be really happy with. It's called a calm. Okay, this was gapping up on, I believe, an upgrade. Okay, an upgrade. And this was just really ridiculous. All right, and all you had to do, I mean, this is the epitome of what Awesome Call does. All right, look at the gap up. Now, you hear these other rooms go, gap ups are stupid. Oh, gap ups, I wouldn't trade gap ups. They're so stupid. I mean, it's, oh my gosh, really? Well, then you know what? How about this? Don't. And do you know why they don't trade gap ups, analyst calls, earnings? Do you know why? Let's be real. Call a spade a spade. You know why? Because they don't fucking know how to. Right? So the next time somebody says, don't do that, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that, you know what? Say, you know what? Shut the fuck up. That's all you have to say. Just admit you don't know how to, and let's move on. Maybe you're good at something else. All right? But to tell someone that you don't trade gap ups is probably the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. You're going to trade a stock that looks like this? Is that what you're telling your members? Hey, let's trade this for an hour. Yeah, this is so good. Yeah, let's go grocery shopping on that barcode. Oh, that's so interesting. I mean, just stop it. Sometimes I wish these people would just say, you know what, I really don't know. That's why I don't trade it. Good. Good. Thank you. All right. Do you see me trading gold every day? The ESF? The QQQs? No, not my forte. I'd like to make a quick $500 to $1,000 on this, though. Why? Because it's gapping up. Why is it gapping up? Well, let me see. Come over here. And what did I do on my research? I come. Well, geez, the COM is gapping up because it got an upgrade from KeyBank. Oh, wow, $64. Guess what? Why don't you go short, add on any pop, and take it to 63 and under? How about that? Really, AJ? Yeah, take 500 shares short. Throw it in there. 30,000 buying power. You make 500 in about a minute. If it pops up, don't even get scared. Add another 100 more and enjoy the ride down. Okay, AJ. Come in the room. Go to COM. 64.20 short. Add on any pop at the open if it comes. And what did I say? 63 and under. Guess what? 62.30. Here's the 63 right here. See it? Basically, in opening bell, less than 2 minutes, you would have made $500. Why wouldn't you want to trade a stock like that? All right? Next one. Want another one? I don't think you can handle this one. Because you know what? Your room didn't trade it. You know why? Because they don't understand it. All right, so here we go. GMED. Now, this was tricky because I had a lot of traders in this short, and some of them sized in too soon. But they didn't really glance at the notes too carefully because if you would have looked at them, you would have seen that I made it very clear that the stock had room to 46. You had to start, but the stock had room. Now, the stock's going to come down to 42 and under. There's no question about it. It's coming to 42 and under. But you got to give it room because it's going to squeeze. Now, how did I know this? How did I know this? How did I know this? Okay, for you pro traders, even in our room that are listening to this, you know how I knew? For you top traders in this room that have been in business for a while that trade full time, you want to know how I knew? You want to know? When I read the earnings report, which 90% of these mods don't, guess what I saw? Mixed results. Do you know that key word is why I called the short? The stock's gapping up 6 points. I'm calling for a short, not a run to 50. I'm calling for a short. I'm actually telling you where the stock's going to stop. Think about that for a second. You wake up, you're in a room, and the guy is actually telling you the stock is going to stop here and it's going to come down here, you know? And I gave you the reason why. Mixed results. A lot of 99% of the day traders don't understand that at all. And you probably still won't. I've been trading for 15 years. I see that word, I'm all over it. So let's take a look at the stock. You ready? What did I say it would do at the open? Pop it open to 46. I'm sorry, where did it hit? 45.95. Really? You're going to troll that? You're going to bash that? You're going to call me stupid? And where's the stock now? 42.85. You don't think it's going to hit 42 and under? Look at the gap. Mixed results is not upside guidance. Learn the difference. Okay, what's the next trade? Oh, and by the way, while I'm talking to you at 11:30, look at Atos. Didn't I say 135? It's almost coming. All right, the next trade. Now, listen, I need you to chill for a second because you're going to watch two more trades and just go, okay, I'm done. Where do I sign up? Okay? I'm going to show you YY and WB side by side. All right? Now, did you all catch the headline last night and this morning? Well, I did because I follow the right people. And the headline was the Chinese tariffs talks were going good. They concluded. There wasn't any really thing negative. They weren't resolved, but they gave enough kick to give some of these broken down stocks the gap ups. Again, gap ups, right? Gap ups, they gapped up, right? So how do you play a Chinese name on a gap up with just a little bit of news? Well, I'll tell you, okay? I'll tell you exactly how to play it, all right? So here we go. Stock is gapping up, right? So I called YY to gap fill. So I told everyone in the room in pre-market to short, all right? Short, and I'll give you both notes right here. YY, short at 67, add on any pop and take it to 65 and go long. WB, I said, lean into it short, take it down to 59, um, and if it sells off to 58, it's okay, go long. Right, it'll go back to 59, and I told everyone, don't be worried if it goes to 58. It will curl around and go back up. It needs to gap fill first. All right, that's it. Those are the calls. Now I want you to watch. Now you're going to look at this as magic, but it's not. It's trading. It's trading with a pro. Okay. Ding, 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 ding. Short to stock. Take it down. What did I say? 58 to 59. It hit 58.55. Guess where it went? 61. Why? I said, look, short to stock. Take it down to what? 65. Hit 65.50. Double bottom. Go long. Guess where it hit? 68. You see how simple that was? I gave you the entry. I gave you where it's going to exit, but I gave you the reason why. You see that? Now, one last call. One last call. I'm going to give you, while I'm talking to you, do you see how GMED, remember I said it would go down to 42 and under? See how it keeps selling off? Because you have a gap to fill, which, again, your room doesn't trade gaps because, let's face it, they're stupid. All right? So, boom. You don't want to make $1,000 when I'm talking to you see, that's what the people in our room are doing right now. They're looking at this going, well, AJ, this is going to pull down more. Yeah, exactly. 42 and under. Just like I said. It's just like I scripted it. So while I'm talking to you, they're actually trading this because they're privy to these type of trades. I'm going to show you Netflix. I want you to look at this call. Okay? And just, you could just look at it, but this is what we do. All right, ready? Now the stock is gapping up here this morning. See the gap up? But I felt the stock would sell off. Now, a lot of you don't comprehend this at all. But to me, when I look at a sell-off and I look at a Netflix, I can actually identify without a bunch of lines where the stock should pretty much settle down and curl up and go long. Okay? So my idea on Netflix was I would short this gap up and any pop that pops and take it down. I didn't say 319. I didn't say 318. I didn't say 17. I didn't say 16. Okay? Do you want to see where I called it? Are you ready? Right there. Netflix. 315, 310. So if you take 310 and 315, what's your center? 313, right? That's right in the middle. So I give the trader range, right? And then I said the stock would go all the way back up. But look for the 310 to 315 range. So you want to come in our room? Watch what happens. 315, it hit 314, 313.50, which is right dead center between 315 and 310. Go long. And it went right back up to 321. And actually right now, it's pushing to 322. You see that? This is professional day trading. This is next level. That's, if I ever had to rename my name instead of Awesome Calls Trading, it'd be called Next Level Trading. Because this truly is next level. There's no room that does what we do, and they can't. The only thing they can do is copy, be in here, copy and paste our ideas, and listen to me on the mic, and then trade it. But in the end, there's only one Awesome Calls Trading, and you just witnessed what we do in here. So I hope you enjoyed the webinar today. And I had all these ideas. I did do an accurate call in front of everyone, and I believe we were 85 to 89% accurate today. Just under 90, I think it was. SG, it came out really good too. And that was it. So I want to thank you all for joining us today. Click the button up here. I'll see you tomorrow. It's $25 for a day, 100 for a week. And if you're listening today and you join up for a month, and you sign up, I'll tell you what. If you sign up for a month tonight and you walk into the room tomorrow, okay, and I don't make you enough money to cover not only the monthly, but double that, I'll return your $197. Okay? That's what I'm willing to do for you. Just for today. What is today? 19209. We'll see if it wants to come in. Take that challenge. Because you know what? The market is an ATM machine for me. It really is. I just pick, click, and I'm done. Pick, click, done. Pick, click, done. It's not that hard. All right. So, anyway, thank you for joining us. I will see you tomorrow. And that was 28 minutes. Thank you. And I want to thank the mods in the room. They're all awesome today. I mean, Fire's just on fire. That's what he does. But I want to thank Janny, Raphael, Dave, Fire, B-Trades, Darkside, Palmer, and Big Tip Panda. Big Tip Panda really gave us guidance today before the Fed minutes. So it really worked out nice. Okay, so thank you, and I look forward to trading with you tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.